Well, other than Bengal, another state where an interesting fight took place was Maharashtra. Well, we also have Mr. Prithviraj Chavan, Congress party leader, joining us on the broadcast here. Thank you so much, sir, for speaking to NDTV. Well, sir, the MVA is ahead, of course, with 29 seats versus the NDA tally, which has gone down to 18 from 37 in 2019. Well, the Maha Vikas Aghadi or the opposition bloc has made big gains in Maharashtra. What would you say about that?
Well, the Maha Vikas Aghadi, which came into being after we formed it in 2019. Later on, two constituents of the Maha Vikas Aghadi were broken, our parties were stolen. There's a huge reaction to it. The Maha Vikas Aghadi continued. We decided to fight the Lok Sabha election as Maha Vikas Aghadi. And as you have seen, we have almost got 2/3 seats in Maharashtra. Congress party has done exceptionally well. We contested 17 seats, we got 13, plus one independent might support us, that would make it 14. Uddhav Thackeray's party has got 9 seats. Sharad Pawar, out of 10 seats, got 7 seats. So together, we have defeated the BJP alliance, the Mahayuti. We trounced them virtually, if you can say. And I think the results in Maharashtra are before you. People's anger against the horse trading and the breaking of the elected parties, the anger about unemployment, inflation, agriculture crisis, the corruption which was exposed through electoral bonds, and ultimately the fear that BJP, if they get 270 seats, might actually tamper with the constitution. Different segments of the society decided to support the MVA, decided to defeat Mr. Modi primarily. I think it is more of a defeat of Mr. Modi than victory of the MVA constituents. Agriculture crisis was serious agriculture crisis. People held Mr. Modi personally responsible for the onion crisis. Mr. Modi was personally responsible. He couldn't handle the economy. A lot of loans had to be taken to run the economy. They had no money to pay pensions. They had to introduce Agniveer Yojana. There's huge anger in the youth who selected armed forces as a career path. They couldn't get it. They're not getting married because of that. I mean, so many factors that the population, the voters were angry, and that is reflected in the the election victory of the MVA, the seat share that our parties have got. So I think it's a warning to BJP, and another important lesson that we need to draw. This is a personal defeat of Modi's policies, is a rejection of 10 years of Modi rule. Modi had sought 370 seats. He ended up with getting 240. They did not even touch the 214 level of 282 seats or 219 level of 303 seats. So Modi's popularity graph is waning now. It's coming down. And that's a big message. I think Modi must accept moral responsibility of the poor performance of BJP.
Okay, you're saying there has been resentment on the ground, there has been anger on the ground against the BJP, and Prime Minister Modi's popularity also has gone down, and that is the result that we've seen today. All right, so the BJP also has won states like Madhya Pradesh, Himachal, Odisha, where it has had a good performance, of course. It did face setbacks in states including UP majorly, and the BJP, of course, seemed to be on the back foot somehow despite winning this election. Do you think the party now needs to do some introspection now? I mean, earlier we've been talking about the opposition when the exit poll results were out, that the opposition maybe needs to introspect, but now it looks like the BJP may have to do some introspection where things went wrong.
Well, I think Mr. Modi must set an example. He has personally been defeated. Of course, he has got more seats than the India alliance. That's fine. He'll probably be invited to form the government. BJP will be invited to form the government. But I think Mr. Modi must personally accept the responsibility for the poor showing, and accepting the poor responsibility, he should step down from BJP's leadership. Let somebody younger than Mr. Modi take over the leadership of BJP, because Mr. Modi himself had set a rule that nobody will be given any responsibility after the age of 75. Using that rule, he removed Mr. Lal Krishna Advani, Murli Manohar Joshi, Sumitra Mahajan, Yashwant Sinha, Arun Shori, Subramaniam Swamy. All of them were removed by Mr. Modi, not given any responsibility, saying you're over 75. Now Mr. Modi becomes 75 next year. Will this rule apply to himself?
Okay. All right, sir. So now talking about allies, well, the TDP and the JDU, which are BJP's allies in Andhra Pradesh and Bihar respectively, have had a good showing in the respective states. Now, these two parties have been your allies also once upon a time. Would are we going to hope for any offer for these parties from the India bloc in the coming time?
Well, you see, the government formation will not be very easy for BJP. Number one, there are a lot of other aspirants who want to take Mr. Modi's position. If Modi decides to cling on to power, that is his choice. But then, then allocation of portfolios, who will become deputy prime minister? Will there be a deputy prime minister who will get important portfolios? That's not a very easy selling for a party where you don't get an absolute majority. In last two elections, Mr. Modi had got more than 272. He did not need allies, but now he needs allies badly. So how he handles Nitish Kumar, how he handles Chandrababu Naidu will be very crucial. India alliance leaders are meeting in Delhi tomorrow. They will decide their course of action tomorrow. See, in a parliamentary democracy, we appeal to people to vote for us based on an ideological manifesto. Now, if you want to implement that manifesto, you got to come to power, you got to form the ministry and implement those policies. Now, India alliance will also try to explore whether it's possible that we get a chance to form the government if somebody like Mr. Nitish Kumar is disgruntled with what BJP offers him, or Mr. Chandrababu Naidu is not happy with what he wants. If Mr. Modi is not able to satisfy him, then maybe these people would change sides.
Okay.
I mean, we did that in 2019 in Maharashtra, while the erstwhile Shiv Sena and BJP had got a clear majority. In sharing a power, they fell apart. Mr. Uddhav Thackeray and Devendra Fadnavis fell out. And when they fell out, we took an opportunity, we took a chance, and we formed an alternate alliance. So something which happened in Maharashtra in 2019 can also happen in Delhi in 2024.
Okay.
So I think ministry formation is not going to be a cakewalk. It's going to be very difficult. The alliance partners, Mr. Nitish Kumar's party, Mr. Chandrababu's party, knows that without them, Mr. Modi cannot become a prime minister. And so they will ask for their pound of flesh. So it's an interesting days ahead.
Okay. All right, sir. My last question to you before I let you go. Congress leaders we've spoken to as well have been saying that there are of course a number of issues that seem to have resonated with people, but especially the Congress manifesto. There has been no talk about the BJP manifesto in this election, but Congress manifesto did resonate with the people of the country. Which are the issues, do you think, that have resonated with the people in Maharashtra and even other states, if I can ask about?
Well, 2-3 things. Number one, this election reflected anger against Mr. Modi personally. It was not so much anti-incumbency of the BJP government, but anger against Mr. Modi. Number one. Number two, issues like G20 summit or issues like Ram Mandir did not click at all, because people are facing grave challenges of livelihood issues, inflation, unemployment. Farmers are facing a grave crisis because of mishandling of the economy by Mr. Modi. Then there is corruption, as we saw in Maharashtra, not only financial corruption, which was exposed through electoral bonds, but corruption, political corruption in bringing down the elected government, huge amount of sums, buying MLAs, horse trading and all that. People did not like that. There was a huge anger in Maharashtra against the way elected governments were brought down, parties were broken, alternate governments formed. And then finally, when Mr. Modi gave a call for 370 seats for BJP and 400 par, and when some of the BJP MPs spoke loudly that we want to change the constitution and that's why please give us 370 seats. Now that resonated with a certain Bahujan Samaj, the people who have been benefited by the constitution, by the reservations, the Dalit community, and the way Mr. Modi targeted the minorities, personally targeted, drove them away. And so those minorities were really pushed on the lap of the MVA alliance partners. So minorities, 14% votes in Maharashtra, all came to us because Mr. Modi drove them into our laps by his hate speech, by his divisive agenda. So that is part of that is part of a strategy of Mr. Narendra Modi. He thought by abusing the Muslim community, by abusing minorities, Hindu votes will consolidate. That doesn't seem to have happened.
Okay.